Promised one of the stock buzzers, that is Sanghvi Industries. We have the MD Rishi Sanghvi joining us right now. So, sir, firstly, to start off with this recent announcement that you made of entry into EPC for wind turbine generators. Can you give us some more details on this? What is the kind of expected timelines, funding required for this business?
Hi, good afternoon, and thank you for having me. So, there is a tremendous demand for a complete turnkey EPC services in the construction of a wind farm. So, Sanghvi Movers will now deliver services right from conceptualization of the project to commissioning of it, whereby we will take care of the civil, mechanical, electrical, land, and surface logistics components of building a wind farm. Our vision is for an IPP to select a OEM and for us to construct the entire wind farm. We are currently having a pipeline of nearly 400 megawatts, and we will scale this up to almost a gigawatts further down the road.
And what is the kind of funding that you would require for the same?
So the wind turbine generator, which is the majority, 80% of the cost of building a wind farm, will be purchased by the IPP, and we will be doing the balance of plant activities. We will fund this activities through the internal cash accruals from Sanghvi Movers Limited, as well as by using the funds from the owner of the wind farm, which
Okay. So this 400 megawatt that you just said that is in pipeline, you have already signed IPPs for this?
We are in advanced stages of discussion, and that is why we have created this wholly owned subsidiary, which is Sand Green Renewables.
And you aim to scale it up to 1 gigawatt. So for that also, I believe you must have got inquiries from potential clients or customers?
Yes, there is tremendous, as I mentioned, there's tremendous pull from the market. Essentially, what is happening right now is there is a severe gap or opportunity or white space in the market between the OEM, the manufacturer of the wind turbine, and the project owner, which is the IPP. And Sanghvi Movers aims to bridge that gap by providing all the aforementioned services that I said, and that's how we will scale up to a gigawatt.
So just one more question on this. This 400 megawatt, will it be operational by, say, the next financial year?
Typically, construction of a wind farm takes 24 months. And so that is a timeline that we're looking at, right from government approvals to land aggregation to micrositing, site development, foundations, which is a civil component, all the way till commissioning.
What is the kind of revenue potential that you're expecting, internally estimating from this?
As of today, wind EPC, which is the balance of plant activities we are doing in the parent company, we expect next year that 30% of our revenue would come from wind EPC activities.
Okay, 30% of your revenue will be coming in from these EPCs. But also if you could just give us in terms of any guidance for capex plans and other plans that you have going off forward as well, and any international markets or geographies that you are looking at.
Yes. So in this financial year, we have an approved capex plan of 400 crores, and a majority of our capex has already added to the top line. They have gone straight from the ports to the job sites. Going forward, subject to board approval, we look at doing a similar capex next year. And as there is tremendous demand for cranes in every sector of the economy. As well as that, we are looking at international markets to offer our services. And this is in our strategic roadmap, which will materialize 24 months down the line.
Okay, and anything in terms of specifically the outlook that one could watch out for the next couple of years? Yes, you said this 30% approximately in FY25 is what we could expect. But going forward, next couple of years, how is it looking like in terms of the client confidence that coming in as well?
As I mentioned, it has been mentioned several times in multiple forums, but it's not only India's decade, it's India's century. There's tremendous demand from all sectors, both private and public. So steel, cement, renewable wind, thermal power, nuclear, oil and gas, refineries. All these sectors are contributing to a tremendous demand for cranes. Looking forward, we envision to maintain the similar utilization levels as well as the average blended yields going forward for the next financial year.
Lastly, I just want to know in terms of, how will the segment mix also be changing? Right now, most of the segments, I think most of your revenue does come in from windmill, I believe. So from going forward, with these wind EPC projects, other projects, what do you think, how is that going to be changing?
So whatever activities we do in the wind EPC space would be incremental revenues to our crane business, and therefore the segment mix in our core business would not change. Our average blended yield in our core business, which is a crane rental business, is sector agnostic. We witness or we are able to get similar yields across sectors. So what we do is an order book building approach. We give priority to long-term orders and good paymasters, and that's how we build up our order book for the financial year. But going forward, the revenue mix would be similar, and that is a strategic call by the management.
One more thing is in terms of margins, what is the sustainable level of margins? Because during this year, you've managed this 60% in terms of the EBITDA margins. Is that a sustainable level, or how should we expect it to go?
Absolutely. So in fact, in Q3, we have done 70% EBITDA margins. But going forward, we see ourselves maintaining similar EBITDA margins for our core business, which is our crane rental business. The EPC business, which we are talking about in Sangreen Renewables, will have a lower margin, but it is definitely in double digits.
Okay. Thank you so much for joining in with us this afternoon on ET Now, Rishi. It's a pleasure having you on the show as well. That was the management of Sanghvi Movers joining in with us, talking about the trends that are there, their foray into the EPC for wind turbines as well, and the outlook going forward. But on that note,
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.